But you have to see some of these comments, which is cool. And maybe I'll start off with a comment from you. This is about you. You got like 4 or 5 of these, which I like. You got some really good ones, though, I got to say. But I don't have Frank's email, and frankly, I'm too annoyed to look it up. It's been a long day. Maybe this ends up wasting the time of a support person. I'm sorry if that's the case. But I really don't appreciate Frank's clickbait tactics. Sick of purposely irritating language in the email subjects. Also, this guy, Daniel, is a reactionary, entirely predictable guy who clearly loves the smell of his own batch.
Nice.
He has a shallow understanding of political economy if he thinks the U.S. is about to descend into a socialist hellscape. Like, really? It's like a bad Twitter feed or annoying Facebook thread come to life. He's not making me better financial decisions by spouting predictable political takes. And he's just come across like a lukewarm cipher for takes that Frank maybe and smartly does not want to say himself. Like, what are we doing here? And you know what? I reached out to this guy and I was like, really? And he was very nice. He said, I was just in a bad mood. It was just emotions and I understand. It's like,
oh, I respect opinions. I do have to use that though, for predictable political. How do you say that?
Entirely predictable guy who clearly doesn't smell of his own batch.
No, what was the other one part of that? That was a good line. But what was and there were another predictable
economy. He thinks the U.S. is in a socialist hellscape.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not helping me make better financial decisions by spouting predictable political takes.
Oh, predictable political takes. Yeah, I like that. But speaking of politics, I have to take this time to, Frank, got to admit, got to say the worst words in the world. I was wrong. Eating humble pie because anybody, and on this podcast and record, and anybody else that asked me, I thought Trump was going to win in a landslide. I thought he was going to get reelected. I won't rehash all that, but I was clearly wrong on that. So I haven't, it had come up at different times, but it was brought to my attention. I didn't admit that, which is true. So I was wrong. We can put that in the title for clickbait, see if that gets any reviews.
I'm going to tell that Daniel was wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
Daniel was dead wrong.
And like that guy said, I just have to, I don't get to free think here. I have to read off the cue
Daniel's an
card.
idiot. We use the term idiot. Daniel is an idiot. That's that. I bet you we get a lot of clicks that way, right? Probably. But here's some of this stuff. So if you go on Wall Street Unplugged, we have a 4.5, 4.
What are we trying to do? Are you trying to bait people into giving us good Who does that? Yelp? Isn't Yelp accused of that all the time?
Yeah, all that stuff. But listen to some of these. So these are like the last review. You could tell that it's like an agenda here where it's all part of it because a lot of them are written the same. They're all 1 star. But it's like the last 6 or 7. I'm looking at it. So this podcast is supposed to be about investing. I found it to be pro-Trump, deny science. Really? It denied science? I thought it provided a lot of science for you. What a joke. If I want to listen to Rush, I'd listen to Rush. Rarely about New World Order. Scammy. I wouldn't trust anything out of his mouth. Like, really?
Scammy.
Yeah, I'm thinking that subscribers are pretty happy, right? Doing pretty good. But again, we can always do better. But just, it's almost like, you can't say anything, right? You can't say anything against the status quo right now, which is, more government, more everything. We want to control you. Stay at home for COVID. It's just, you can't apply something and more logic, even though I feel like that's a subject I covered much more than 99% of the people you're going to hear from, including doctors. And frankly, I feel like I've been right on that. I've been wrong with a lot of things, right? Made mistakes, but COVID, I felt like, we got it in the right direction. We needed to understand COVID because it has a lot to do with the economy and opening up, right? We need to understand about economics. We need to understand about political, new policies coming out, and again, it's but anyway, 5+ year listener unsubscribing, qualities of interviews has dropped. Really? I mean, I've gotten incredibly great, I thought. I mean, Frank used to try to get credible guests. He was a small outfit, so sometimes they weren't huge names, but he tried. Thank you. The data analysis is always been thin and simple. These days, it's basic. I don't know. We're doing video.
Like that.
Right, Dale? I mean, you look at the videos that I'm doing now for my 3 newsletters. Are like 30, 40 minutes long where I'm not just giving you a topic. I'm showing you exactly how I pick it and stuff like that. Again, it's like an agenda because you can see these are kind of written the same way and they're like, attack this guy, he's kind of like Trump and
we need to add that to our bio though, if we're helping people relieve stress and, making their day better since they're venting to us. That's a good thing though.
Yeah. Strangely anti-American. I didn't know I was anti-American.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm also a white supremacist and a racist too, so I get it. Please reflect on your values, your platform, and your influence over others. Sorry, by telling the truth, giving my opinion, trying to make you money. And the funny thing is if you have a different opinion than someone, now what's the big deal? I mean, now it's like, oh, I hate you. It's, I want to hear the other side. I like hearing the other side all the time. Now, nobody likes hearing the other side, right? It's just a different world. Where else? I think it was a couple more. The podcast used to be great, but it's not so great anymore. Daniel, who works with Frank, is into conspiracy theories about the election.
Conspiracy.
Fall from grace. Frank is literally a scam artist.
Literally.
And literally.
You're figuratively
literally a scam artist. Literally a scam artist. Absolutely. That's me. Providing a free podcast for you to listen to. I'm a scam artist. And Frank is a hack. But again, I'm going over all the negative ones. But you can see it's all. So anyway, I was going to ask you, we're getting lots of new people listening to this podcast. And for me, when I go to podcasts, I'll look at reviews. And we have a very positive review rating. But we saw a bunch of people kind of like spam this and everything. So if anyone, if I actually do anything, if you want to provide a review on iTunes, it'd be greatly appreciated. I don't think I've asked you to do that for at least 3 years. At least 3 years, I think. So, if you want to write me a review, positive or negative, I don't care if it's negative, positive, whatever, just, be truthful. For me, I always view, criticism as being constructive, right? I mean, not from people like this who obviously don't own none of them are subscribers, right? A couple of them said they were reluctant, none of them are subscribers. So they just, again, had the agenda and you're a scam artist and everything. Nobody is a subscriber to our business. And anyone that is would definitely not say that about us, right? And the performance of the newsletter have been pretty good. But, so Wall Street Unplugged, the reviews, if you'd like to write a review, and I'll tell you what, for that review, I'll tell you what I'll do for you. If you write a review, and again, it can be positive, negative. I want you to be honest. And criticism is good. Allows us to see what the problems are and fix them. That's why I pay so attention to customer service, which we get lots of compliments on, right? We really focus on that because we know exactly when, if something's happening, what we need to fix and what people don't like, right? That's a big part of customer service. Anyway, if you decide to write me a review, again, it can be positive and negative. I'll give you a 3-month free subscription to Dollar Stock Club, which is a pretty big deal, Daniel, right? I mean, this is a product that, you do a lot of work on, and it's a product, you could explain it.
Yeah, good segue into that. Dollar Stock Club's fun. It's a beginner's kind of newsletter. Like Frank said, he's offering to give it away. What do you, I should know more about this, but what is it, $4 a month? It's $4
a month to subscribe,
$4
right? So it's $4 a month to subscribe. I don't.
You can tell I'm not on the marketing side of this operation.
Yeah.
What does it cost? Hell, I don't know.
I just got the picks there. But what we do is we take a pick from every one of our guests. And sometimes, we have to get creative with our picks, and Daniel and I will recommend it because, sometimes we have, entrepreneurs on and a lot
of times guests aren't, in a position to be able to talk about specific investments or whatever. So, we use it to come across as however it came up in conversation or kind of made us think along the lines of what the conversation entailed or detailed. But it's a beginning newsletter. We do it from a very high 10,000 kind of macro view. Pick a stock or an idea, give a few solid bullet points on what our thesis is and why. And it is a trading newsletter. Now, we got to kind of adapt. We started this with trailing stops. We've kind of gone from that to hard stops just because of market volatility. And we have some huge winners over a shorter amount of time and longer amount of time. About a year is a long time in this trading, but we've had to adapt to the environment, and it's a great way to get exposure to a lot of names across a lot of different sectors. Everything from crypto, gold, oil, silver, conglomerates. I mean, hell, we have everything in there from, we've had cryptocurrencies at times, and we have Coca-Cola in there.
All right, here we go, because I'm going to do something which shouldn't piss off anyone from Dollar Stock, because you get a pick like every week, basically. That's what it is. So I would say you get probably like 45 picks altogether. Sometimes, we have guests on, but I'm going to do something because most of these stocks are trading above our buy up to price. So again, you get stock picks every single week. So I'm going to do something, which is crazy. And this is going to make you go to our Curzio Research YouTube page because I'm going to show the portfolio. This is our current portfolio. And there's not a lot of stocks that you could buy right now because a lot of them are up. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is you have Amir Adnani with gold mining. Ginnia was on. Consumer Staples up 23%. Gold mining 54%. United Rentals, Charles Payne was on. It's up 95%. We have a couple in negative. Not too big, though. But Kyle Sonlin came on, and he's not allowed to recommend stocks, but he is a crypto guy. He's one of our partners, and I'm familiar with Silvergate Capital. Thought it was a great place to buy it. And we bought it 14, and it's 100. Where is it? Did it go to 160? It went that
These
high.
are as of yesterday. So this is Wednesday. This is as of Tuesday, the 9th. So it's down today. So
this is what in August, and we're looking at 900% gains. Maybe it's like 800% now. John Petrucci's Coca-Cola, Artemis Gold, Stephen Dean had the CEO on. So, this is where you get fresh ideas. And why this newsletter is great is because let's take where is it? Chris McIntosh, right? Every time I have Chris McIntosh, he comes with a great idea. He invests in Bitcoin, I think, at 400, I believe. And wishes he held on everything, but I think he still. But he came on, and this was in July, and he talked about oil and gas is going to take off. And I disagreed with that. I was like, you know what? I'm not too sure about that. I told you about, but this isn't really about me. This is about getting ideas from other people. And for me, I have like one oil stock in my portfolio, but, missed a move largely, right? I'm always focused on the things I missed, not the things we got right. That's why I want to be, I want to always be better, right? So, but this is and now this is a Spider ETF oil and gas fund that's up 42%, right? You look at the gold mine, like Tech Pacific Land Trust company. I'm very familiar with that back from my dad days, but one of my dad's favorite picks recommended single digits, but Chris Mayer came on, recommended that. But also, I haven't been in marijuana stocks, which is, these things have unbelievable moves. And we had Jason Wilson, who runs the largest ETF on, right? Not a few months ago. This was in November 19th, and his fund. So ETFMG Alternative Harvest ETF, it's up 115%. So this is giving you ideas from a whole host of great people who I vet and make sure that, look, I've had guys on here doing this for 13 years and, their performance has been bad and I don't have them on anymore, right? You listen to me to make money, right? So, I'm not saying all these picks are going to do good or bad, but you're getting different opinions and, we have simple write-ups of these things. And, uranium, Spencer Abraham came on, uranium energy is already up 24%. That was last week. Smith & Wesson's, I forgot the guy who recommended that one.
Yeah, well, it's down today too. Look at that. The last three picks is up 40 and 25. I'm in the middle at 10.
The portfolios. But anyway, look, I'm not selling this. I'm not selling the product where, hey, go and spend $4 a month for this. It is a product where we want to get new people in who are not familiar with our brand. And then when they come in, they're like, okay, this is, really cool. And, they subscribe, they start listening to podcasts, they start subscribing to other newsletters and everything. And that's the goal, right? We got to introduce our brand to people. And this is one of the best ways to do it. And I love this product. We don't talk about it enough. And for writing a review, I'm going to give you a 3-month subscription for free. The only thing you have to do is write that review, copy and paste it into an email, and send it to support@curzioresearch.com. You could put that title free 3 months or whatever. And if you just subscribe, I'm going to add another 3 months to your service. It's the least I could do. But again, just for you to go out of your way.
Now somebody's got to call you out. Somebody has to write a negative review, copy on it, and get 3 free months of that.
Yeah, if somebody wants to,
that would be the ultimate.
I believe in honesty, and I love honesty.
Frank, I just want to see if you're honest. You suck. I hate your podcast.
You suck.
Give me 3 months.
Give me this. You're a scam artist. Everything you do, you lose money for everybody. But I want my 3-month subscription. That's what I'm going to get. That's what I want to see.
That'd be awesome. I can't wait. We need to see about that one. Send us in. Don't let us down.
Yeah, it's cool if you want. But the reason why I have support@curzioresearch.com, that's going directly to a support. This way, I told them to expect emails, so this process, it will get processed really, really quick compared to you send it to me send it to them. Support@curzioresearch.com if you're interested. If not, don't do it. It's perfectly fine. Even if you want to subscribe, again, it's $4 a month. It's a newsletter we don't make money on, right? It's an introductory newsletter. I don't want you to think that it's a beginner type, totally beginner, but we write a 1-page report on that company. We give you a buy up to price, place stop loss on, and it's more like a trading newsletter. But again, it opens it up to ideas from brilliant people who I interview that maybe I don't agree with. And a lot of those things have worked out, right? So at least we have access to that. And again, my job is to bring smart people in front of you. I want to see you make money. It's personal to me. So me just having the guests on and seeing the performance of that newsletter. And again, if you're a subscriber, don't worry because, I showed the portfolio, which you could see on Curzio Research YouTube page, but no worries because most of them are by the buy up to price. And we come out with stock picks every single week, including our next one's going to be published. We publish it every Thursday. So, we have the podcast, obviously Wednesday today you listen to, and Thursday. We come out with that at the at the close, Daniel? Is that when we come out with it?
About an hour before market close.
Okay. And then we come out with that on Thursday. Yeah. So, and you can't really gauge what stock it's going to be sometimes, where I think you might be able to figure out this week. But most of the time, I talk to these people before and after, off air. And we discuss ideas, and I'll put some of those ideas in there that I like and ask them if it's okay if I mention it. They're like, yeah, definitely. So it's not always easy where, they're like a stock pick and you're like, I know which one he's going to pick. Let me jump the gun. No, a lot of times it's something else that we could have talked offline or whatever. So, but I'm proud of that news. It's really cool. And I love to see, a lot of people that we've had on have had some great picks, and I appreciate it. That's what this podcast is for, right? To give you ideas and make you money. So, yeah, I think we covered everything there.
Yeah, enough. We'll see what the reviews say.
Reviews. I like those. I like reading those, man.
Yeah, we'll have to do that more. That's encouraging.
Yeah, keep sending them in, man. I like that. That's pretty cool. But anyway, look, we're here for you. We love you guys. Again, it's I appreciate everything that the viewership, listenership, that listeners. All our numbers continue to go higher. Social media presence. So people like what we're doing. Our brand is starting to get bigger and bigger, and we want to continue to focus, no matter how big we get, on the investor. That's our business model. That's what we want to do for you guys. And I'll never forget, because everyone here, you were with me for a very long time, most of you, and allowed me to build this company. It's really, really cool. So I take this very seriously, trying to make you money, trying to get the right people in front of you. And our products, we put everything into. We're not going to get right at every single position right, but you'll see the dedication, you'll see the research, you see everything, and more important, because I've been in this industry for 25 years, all the products, it's more about just giving you a pick. Anyone can give you a pick. It's how we came to that pick. This way, you could use that research, and you'll probably, almost very likely, own stocks outside of the portfolios, our portfolio. So you could use that to buy other stocks and educate yourself. And it's pretty cool right now. So I just want to say thank you so much.